Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, and our colonists are gathering for another wedding. This is Nitro and who is Nitro with? Steph. Nitro and Steph are getting married. It's been a little while in game. We're actually ready for more rituals, and we just need 1 point to reform our ideal religion. So we are definitely doing that today. So while they gather, I guess we'll take a look around. Been doing some building, as you can see over here. Got this other barracks stood up, got our prison stood up, have like a little outdoor recreation and eating area for the right side of the base. I try to put, when I'm doing a big build, I try and put like eating and recreation areas in various places throughout the base, just so that they have an opportunity to eat at a table as much as possible. It's so funny that they're just like hanging around. I wonder if we like closed the doors, if they would like go inside. I'm not quite sure why they are. Like it's all proper walls and everything, so it's very, very strange. Let's speed things up. We also have a bunch of relationships that have kind of like changed, most of them having to do with one person. Let's take a look. Blue, we are pumping melee on you. Medical, I guess we'll do social. Kind idealist, you are a lot of things. I guess we'll do, intelligence seems nice. Actually, let's do shooting then, if that buffs your shooting. Global learning, research, speed, psychic sensitivity. Well, like 25% of 0 is probably still 0, right? Psychic sensitivity. Oh, no. Okay. So it's not a multiplication, it is just a straight up addition. Psychic sensitivity minus 100%, but the plus 25, that means we could get him on some of these garland trees. That being said, we have 17 woodmaker dryads, so I'm not quite sure that we're going to need that. I've also been redoing our paths. Instead of having them be sand paths through the base, we've been doing... what are these? These are gravel paths. That way they're visible. We can actually like see the roads that connect everything together. You guys have been hanging out for a long time. Are you going to have this wedding? Okay, there we go. And closing the doors did get them to like hang out mostly inside. So I guess we'll do that. We should probably like temperature control this area if they're going to hang out in it. We'll do heat stones up top and coolers on the bottom. Okay, and now they're just like gathering. Still have a big chunk of dock to build. Oh my gosh, if we look at this, 424 takes... Well, we have this nice new hospital set up also. So it takes 12 each, so we definitely need a lot more wood before we can kind of finish this off. Do have a bed over here. And then we got our hospital built up. We have our prison hospital built up so that we have somewhere to quickly take prisoners, patch them up before we take them further into our base, so it's harder for them to escape. Speaking of which, all our prisoners have escaped and died. They all died. None of them actually like escape, but they all prison break. They all ended up getting smashed to death. So currently not dealing with any of those. These guys all chilling in the hospital. Roxy, are you coming to help with any of this? You are. That is great. We do have better medicine. Maybe we'll just like turn that on while we're dealing with this bout of the flu. Almost got everyone. Let's clear forced on you. Oh, actually, let's not. Gear. Let's force you back into that because we're a little short on togas. Got almost everyone swapped out, but Crucius is a sword, and swords are very sensitive to temperature, which we are as well, but she was going to like her hypothermic whatever because of the cold-blooded trait. So cold-blooded... we have cold-blooded. We don't have anything. Oh, cold super tolerant. Okay, that's why she was impacted more than we were when she's a little naked. We have Devil Strand probably coming in pretty soon. 84% grown. That'll get everyone. It looks like Heron and Fen are not wearing anything right now. And that should be what we need for a Heron and Fen to like get some togas going. In addition to this building that we've been doing, I also kind of like replanned this. So I like reshaped it a little bit. We're going to put some dining tables in here in this like future throne room. And we'll get rid of the dining tables that are just like hanging around outside. What else is going on? We moved Khan in here, and Eris apparently has followed. So this will be kind of like our High Chief's quarters. And I think we'll reserve this for maybe like his children or the person that's like next in line to be like High Chief. We'll figure that out. Other stuff that's going on, Veda has been born. So this is our second generation born in the colony, but our third generation of colonists. You are social. You are Abby and Bihar's child. And oh my God, Abby and Bihar, I think they have tons of eggs. That's an Abby egg. That's Steph. Vol. Fredrickson, Steph. Abby, Fredrickson, Dala. Okay, so speaking of Dala, Jawbone's had a rough week in game. Socially, he has 2 ex-lovers now. So Mei and Dala have both left him. And then he has decided to get with Vol. And they had like that egg almost immediately. So he's getting around. He's basically dating everyone that he's not related to in his kind of like little peer cohort. Other than that, I think my priorities are kind of like getting this stuff built and getting some research done. So, kind of a callback to last week's channel update. If you guys didn't catch it, we're going to be kind of ending this series when we are able to do our advancement to medieval. And it won't be the end of this series forever, but we're going to be like 30 episodes at the end of the series, and we're still going to be tribal, right? And so I need a little break from that. I thought I would have started like the Hut Cartel like at this point. So we're gonna end Tribals Expanded on our transition to medieval, and then we'll do a sequel after the Hut Cartel where we kind of focus on that medieval era. So we're gonna break it up into the different tech levels, and we'll just kind of keep returning to this group of people each time it's time to advance into a new tech era. So that's kind of the current plan for this series, for this set of series, I guess. But yeah, ideally, we will be able to get through all of the remaining research and actually move into the next tech level this week. That is the plan. So we have hinges, simple curtains, road building, obelisk, pemmican, beer brewing, psychoid brewing. And that's it. Composting. Okay, cool. All of these are pretty straightforward. So I think we're going to end up getting some raids. And the raids that Talon sends, they're like twice as big as the raids that like normally spawn. So we have been working on armor. We have 10 Legionnaire helmets. We have 8 Legionnaire armors, so we have 2 more that we're making. That's what we'll stick our best ranged folks in. So like our top 10 shooters will be put into that armor, and then our melee folks are all going to be put into Centurion armor. So we have 6 melee folks. Nobe has joined the melee squad. Bach is here. Dala and Jawbone have been part of the squad for a while, and Mole as well, with Khan obviously leading them. So that is what we're working on. We're going to be making armor, we're going to be researching, and we're going to hope that Talon not exact a heavy price on us. Okay, so we are researching beer brewing, and we're already like a quarter of the way done with it, just from like the tribal gatherings that we've done before. But the other thing. The other thing, we're gonna hammer out these festivals, and I think this one, as long as it's not negative, we'll also be able to make a change to our ideologian, and it's been one that I've been talking about for weeks. So, okay. Psychic Bloom, a strong psychic pulse emitted by a long-forgotten entity, changed the very genetical structure of local flora. Whilst the sky is filled with a seemingly endless aurora, colorful flowers started sprouting everywhere. All ponds will gain a positive mood buff for the time of the event. The rapidly spreading flowers will overgrow everything, including your fields. Will last anywhere between a few days to a season. Okay. Well, here are our fields. I guess we'll keep an eye on that. I don't see any flowers, but that's fine. I think that was because we have some of these set to give us like a random event or a random reward or whatever. So that might be why that happened. Okay. We are ready. Reform. We are going to add or remove a meme. We're not going to remove astrology, even though behind the scenes it's been driving me insane. And even on screen for you guys, you might recall that Mei went rogue and decided to join like a band of Vikings as they like demolished our ancient home. So it's not been great. City builders, our home should be a feature. Wow, I can't read or talk. Our home should feature all the accommodations of a great city. Homes, workshops, and places of leisure should all be present and accessible by all. I don't know what my cat is doing. Oh, there's a box behind me. I hear some kind of sound. He is doing cat things with a box. Okay, so we're not going to change any of this. Permanent base desired. Okay, that's fine. Like, all the rest of this is fine. Can we add a new role? Mining specialist. Don't really need that right now. So, Fen, if we look at your needs, fun party, venerated, non-spiritist, not enough buildings. There are not enough. No, there's so many buildings. Oh my gosh. No, that can't be right. Stars are aligned against me. Attended a wedding. Not Khan, what do you think? Not enough buildings? Oh my god. No, like, that's insane. We have so many buildings. Like, I know that they don't look like buildings, but there are walls here. There are walls here, and these counted. Like, I think even this should count as a building. It's a room, even though it's unroofed. Room, temple, hospital, room, bedroom, storeroom, workshop. Yeah, like, these are all rooms and buildings. I don't know what's going on with that, but we'll see. The psychic bloom, though, is that doing anything for us? Impressive, opinion, child, lovin', beautiful environment, stars are excellent, burning passion for my work, attended a magnificent city. Okay. Maybe it just like took a little while for them to like register. Fen, you also believe it's a magnificent city now. So let's look at moods. Who has the worst mood? Mole. Why is your mood so bad? You're on a mental break right now. Had to leave the colony. Oh, I sent you on a caravan. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That explains things, but I think overall this will be like a net benefit to the colony for sure. Okay, we got another seed to pop, and I think when I was fidgeting with placing this tree, we had a spot like up here that we could place another one, so maybe we'll give that one to blue. Okay, 6 years in, we've gotten our first toxic fallout. Interesting. We are pretty stocked up on food, and most of our base is like covered. We could like build some roof areas here. Well, let's not worry about that too much, I guess. How do we want to handle this? Zone, actually, why is there a roof just chilling there? And remove that roof. I think if we just like restrict everyone to base, it should be fine. We'll see how sick people get and if we need to like just restrict them to like this area. Okay, I'm gonna tell them to harvest what they can while this is still here. And another one of Abby's eggs just hatched. So we got a new little baby. Baby Tazgado. Nagel is Bihar's last name, and I guess we'll call you Taz. We'll accept that here. You know, just eight more to go, and I don't think they're done laying eggs. So, okay, toxic fallout in full bloom. You can see it like coming down like snow. I think Steph is probably the one who's like worse off with the flu right now, and she is ahead by like 2%. So I'm pretty sure everyone's going to be fine. We did like plow through all that medicine, so we might have to make some people unhappy. One, we have a bunch of junk in our stockpiles that we can sell, but we should go get some more medicine for sure. Okay, I noticed that there were some like flowers popping in. I'm wondering if like the toxic fallout is killing a lot of them, but there are these thermoregulator mushrooms like everywhere. There's 27 of them. There's one right there. There's a bunch over here. It says that they usually only grow in flower pots, and contrary to other mushrooms, sunlight won't destroy it. Once mature, thermoregulus emits varying temperature depending on the ambient temperature around us. At all times, it will aim to bring the temperature of the room it's in to 16°C, which makes me wonder, like, can we grow those right now? We can! Oh my god. We don't need to have all of these then. At least in the bedrooms, because we can just set like maybe a couple of the plant pots to be thermoregulus. And that will greatly reduce the amount of like wood that we're consuming. So I think I'm gonna hop on that. Okay, yeah, the psychic bloom plants, they're just not as thick as I was expecting. I was expecting like really thick fields just kind of like encroaching on us from the edges, and it does seem like it's been spreading from the edges, and it's all like made it into other parts of our base. So it's pretty neat. We'll see how thick it gets. Okay, just doing a tribal gathering. It looks like Dala's egg has hatched. So Dolphin, that's pretty all right name. So Dala and Jawbone. Okay, so we will continue with Venric's last name here. I like Dolphin. We'll keep you, little baby dolphin. Well, we were gonna keep you, but we'll keep your name. That's what I meant. Okay, even while being pretty loose with our fallout avoidance zone, worst of the toxic fallout has faded. We got some moderate buildup, but we didn't get any warnings over here. And just to show you guys kind of like what this looked like. So most of that is roofed. If we take a look here, expand area fallout. So a lot of it is roofed. All this construction that they did was unroofed. We had them able to access some resource stockpiles, and even like wander up into this area. And everyone turned out okay. So, like, managing toxic fallout is not terrible. Like, people can wander into it. Hopefully, no one has any, like, long-term repercussions from getting up to moderate. I think, like, once it gets serious, then folks have, like, a really high chance of developing, like, cancers and other things like that. But I usually, like, letting them get up to moderate... and not everyone got up to moderate, right? Like you're at initial. Rego's at minor. Abby doesn't even have any at all. Oh, because she's just been like inside crafting. Her and Mole probably is really light on it as well. yeah, you don't have to be super strict about it, and you can get by just fine. So now that they're unrestricted again, we'll get things like replanted. We still have the psychic bloom going on, and I think we need another research project. I think I'm gonna wait a couple more days in game, and then we'll queue up the next one. All of these are pretty light. Actually, we could probably queue up road building. That one's a long one, and then I think this screen is pretty much it. There's like 6 of them here. I think we only have like 7 researches left. So it's very doable to get this done and for us to progress to the medieval tech level. We've gotten folks starting to put on their gear. So like the top 10 melee folks are going to be wearing Legionnaire gear. We have our, everyone's going to be wearing, not everyone. Our melee folks and our top 10 range folks are going to be wearing the Legionnaire helmet. Our melee folks will wear the Centurion armor, and then our chiefs are going to wear the Centurion helmets. So that'll replace those moose headdresses for them, and we'll be able to kind of still like tell them apart from everyone. This is Nobe here is wearing just our regular like well, no, you're not. Heron is wearing our regular, just like default outfit. So just a toga, war tribal wear, a tribal headdress, and then you can see she has a quiver. And then for our married folks, as long as if they're not wearing Legionnaire armor or Centurion armor, then they're just wearing a toga, the war tribal wear, and they're wearing a wreath as well. So we can kind of like keep track a little bit of who are not super combat folks are and who our coupled up folks are, or thrupled up in many cases. Anyhow, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for hanging out. As always, until next time, have a good one. Bye.